back to tie the NLCS at 1 game apiece. Tomorrow night, the scene shifts to Philadelphia for a pivotal Game 3. Coverage begins 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific, only on FS1 and the Fox Sports app. Tune in. It's going to be an excellent game. And now, it's our weekly engagement with inspiration. Quick note to everybody. Stop DMing me. Hey, Kevin, can you clarify? Is the Bud list an indictment or an inspiration? Man, I say it every week. It's an inspiration. Now, granted, you don't want to be on the list, but it's an inspiration. Broussard, take it away.
I love that, except that you don't want to be on the list. Why not? All right, you do want to be on the list. I'm motivating you. So I start in Dallas with Dak Prescott. We all said it's a kind of a must win. You lose to Detroit, you lose all that momentum. And look, guys, while none of us think Cooper Rush should be the starter, don't tell me if they lose this game or Dak doesn't play well, people will say,
I think you're one of those people.
Dak was 14 of 29 in game 1 this year against Tampa Bay. We scored 3 points. He had a pick and no touchdowns. And Cooper Rush was winning games. So, Dak, you got to go out and play well and win this game. I believe in you. That's why you're on the list. Second, another great, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers. Look, it's been a long time since Aaron Rodgers was on this list, but they have lost, 3 straight games now? Is it 2 straight that they've lost to the New York teams. They've lost 2 straight to the New York teams. And it's one thing, it's bad enough to lose to the Jets. Again, sorry, Nick Mango. Bad enough to lose to the Jets. If you lose to the Washington Commanders with Taylor Heineke starting for the injured Carson Wentz, oh my goodness. After all, look, Aaron Rodgers hadn't thrown for 260 yards in a game this year. He hasn't thrown for 3 touchdowns in a game this year. And after all the talk about simplifying the offense and how he has to raise his own play up a little tick, you got to go much higher than a little tick, a big tick, Aaron Rodgers. Again, I believe in you. Here you go, number 2. All right, number 1 now. You guys know it pains me to have him on the list, but look, it's about inspiration and objectivity on the Bud list.
Is he a mainstay
and
now?
Russ, Dangerous. I still call him Dangerous. I still call him Mr. Unlimited. He's been Mr. Untenable lately, but I still call him Mr. Unlimited. There were reports that the coaches for the Broncos, particularly the offensive coordinator, are sleeping at the facility.
Oh, my God.
Have slept there for the last 3 weeks
Sleeping during
because
the game.
they're trying to get this thing right. With that defense, if Russ just plays so-so, then they're right there in the hunt with, dare I say, the Kansas City Chiefs at the top of that AFC West. I mean, they should be. They could have 4 wins if he was playing well. So, Russ, this is your weekend.
Yeah.
Commanders should be an easy win. Go out there and do it.
I mean,
That's
how many weeks in a row does Russell Wilson need to be on the Bud list before he starts getting a royalty?
Is this just
I know,
second?
I'm just curious. Right, but it should have been 4.
Been at the top.
But you were, dripped in on objectivity before, so you wouldn't put him on. Now your hand has been forced, but I give you credit. I'm going to add someone who plays in about 4 hours.
Oh.
Kyler Murray. The Arizona Cardinals offense has been unspeakably bad. The Arizona Cardinals offense in the first quarter this year has been historically bad. Now today, Kyler's got a lot of things going against him. Not only that Saints pass rush, but also 3 hours ago, a new Call of Duty dropped. That's a true story. Brand new Call of Duty came out 1 p.m. today. And either he was playing it, or he was angry that he couldn't be playing it. He can't wait to get home. Either way, it ain't great. This season, there have been 32 quarterbacks to have a single game with a passer rating of at least 100. He's not one of them. This season, let's go to the old fun blind reveal.
Oh, I like
Spoiler alert, America. One of these quarterbacks is, in fact, Kyler Murray. Who's better on this list? Is it obvious? It's kind of a coin flip, right? Like those two sides, the guy on the right throws a little deeper, the guy on the left completes slightly higher percentage. Who are these 2 perennial Pro Bowlers? Oh, it's $250 million man Kyler Murray and Davis Mills. So Kyler, listen, everyone's going to kill Cliff. And it's understandable. Cliff Kingsbury's been a bad coach since he couldn't make the Cactus Bowl with Patrick Mahomes at Texas Tech. However, Brew, Kyler's got to wear a lot of this, and I do not think DeAndre Hopkins' return saves him or fixes it.
Well, that's fair, Nick, because in the old days when we had 5 guys on the bud list, Kyler definitely will be on. His numbers, as much as you have killed Russell Wilson, Kyler's numbers are worse. His numbers are worse, and remember, his contract, at least in guaranteed money, was better than Russell. So that's a good addition. I don't hate that. Kyler Murray, yeah, you got to deliver tonight. I believe in you, though. There you go.
I am double dipping.
Oh.
Going right back to Aaron Rodgers.
Oh.
And listen to me,
Support.
Aaron. Listen.
Oh, it's right.
I know London is tough. It's a lot of travel. You were tired coming back. I know you lost to my beloved Jets at home, which you don't do. But this is not the time to wallow in our own misery. Because you are Aaron Rodgers. You are the 2-time reigning NFL MVP. I know you don't have any receivers, but you are fantastic. Go out there and make plays. You can do this. The season's not over. I'm with you. I think he does it this week.
He does.
I like that.
That was actual
He actually
inspiration.
believes in it.
Unlike
that
yours,
was
which is really just...
That was inspiration. I gave inspiration. Nick gave
A
inspiration.
lot of times
he
your stuff
says that
doesn't feel like inspiration.
No.
You know what I mean?
when I say I believe in you,
Yeah.
that's the kicker.
It seems
okay.
phony. I'm not going to lie to you.
I think he believes in
It's
them.
motivating.
Okay, so I'm going to put someone on the bud list. And let me just start by saying, I believe in you, the prince who was promised.
Oh, boy.
You're playing the Giants, who have recently beaten Lamar Jackson and Aaron Rodgers. But you, the prince who was promised, perhaps you are right there on their level. Now, don't get me wrong. You are currently... This can't be correct. Where are my glasses? 5-18 as a starter?
we threw
Oh
last year
my
out.
goodness. A win percentage of 21-7? Oh my goodness gracious.
Why-
That's lower than everybody. Everybody in the NFL. And you're playing a guy who Nick used to refer to as Danny Drops. I thought it was an unfair nickname and actually kind of mean, yet accurate, so it gave him a little bit of wiggle room. Say, you know what do you want me to say? Well, what about, turnover Trevor? Oh no, can we see the numbers on turnover Trevor and
All
Danny?
those fumbles came in the same game, and it was raining. It's just not
It
fair.
was raining.
It was
raining. That's what we're talking about.
Really?
We're playing football.
Rain.
It was raining. So now, Daniel Jones is
Build it
holding
up.
on to the ball and winning games. Trevor, you need to hold on to the ball. You need to get a win. And I hope you do against my Giants, who I picked to win the NFC East. Trevor, it may not sound like it, but much like Broussard, I believe in you. True, bro.
Well, and Nick, let me say this: that game where it was raining,
It was torrential
The other
downpour.
quarterback didn't fumble.
was a monsoon.
But the other
I'm just
quarterback
like,
I think
didn't
the
fumble.
patterns
Just-
might have been different.
I
They got the
got
ball
a serious
formed.
question for you, though.
Yeah.
How close are you to jumping off the bandwagon of the prince that was promised? Because he hadn't promised
I'm not close.
much.
And, you know,
straight
something
Ls.
very odd has happened. So the Jacksonville Jaguars, who have been just terrible for 2.5 weeks now, just awful, are playing the New York Giants. Have you guys seen the point spread in this game?
Yeah, I have.
Shocking.
Jacksonville, -3. Jacksonville favored by 3 over the 5-1 Giants. I'm going to tell you this much right now, America. Everyone is going to be betting the Giants. Everybody's going to be betting the Giants, except for, you know who? This guy. This guy's going to keep riding with Trevor. Trevor, I understand that they're 2-4. They have had the lead at the 2-minute warning in 4 of their 6 games. And the defense, not the prince who was promised, has blown those games, my friends. The Washington game and then the Indy game. Everyone is attacking. You will understand this. They're attacking Trevor because they're jealous of his gorgeous golden mane, much like I'm sure you had to deal with, Nick. And so because of that, they are lashing out. He wins this weekend, he gets off the bud list, and they stay a frisky playoff contender, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
No, they don't. Hey, coming up after the break. Kawhi's coming off the bench? What? Wait till you hear this story. First things first.
This is baffling.
Is Bruce